Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about something, or more likely I wanted to complain. I got on Instagram and I've been going through the Instagram stories, and the first thing I see is a female literally posing in a certain position in front of her camera, and she's like briefly dressed, and I see these pictures or these type of pictures like so often. Like majority of the people that I have on my Instagram, female wise, be posting pictures where half their ass is out, or a lot of cleavage, or they be like arching their backs and doing all these different type of crazy ass poses in their pictures, and I'm just like, for what? Like, what do you gain from that? I'm really asking myself the questions like, how do you even have the courage to take these pictures of yourself, post them on your story, and I don't know. There's no shame. There's no like they don't question themselves doing these things. They just like doing these things and posting these pictures, and I just don't get it. Like, I could never do that. I could never sit up here and post pictures like that of myself. Granted, like I'm guessing because I have my family on my Instagram, and I would probably get like a lot of messages from my mother, sister, and mainly those two people tell me like I should take these pictures down because like that shows that I don't have self-respect, and who am I to like post these pictures? Pretty much like um, they wouldn't approve. And I understand, but to me, it's just like, what do you gain from that? What do you gain from the posting pictures where you can see like your act and you're arching your back and you're doing all these type of things just to be attractive, or like just to have people messaging you, dudes messaging you how fine you are, how sexy you are. Like, you are literally making yourself a sex object the minute you are posting these pictures. The minute you are putting yourself out there like that, dudes are only gonna see you for what you are like putting on your Instagram. So if you post all these pictures, why do you expect to be treated respectfully? And some people might not agree with me because some people say, well, nowadays that's just how it is, and you should like do whatever. And like, to me, it's just, I just don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. Like, I see these pictures and I'm just like almost embarrassed looking at them because it's just like, I have no words for that. I really have no words. It's making me mad. It's making me so mad that nowadays it's the norm to post pictures of yourself half naked, twerking on video, doing all these things for attention. Like, you why is social media so important? Like, why is it so important? Like, I don't get it. Why is it so important that you have to put yourself out there like that? Like, don't you think that at some point when you're older and you have kids, like, that they might see that you did these things? Like, I don't understand anybody. Like, even celebrities that are very problematic and they're very like talking very like offensive, or being like portraying themselves as sex objects, or like talking in a very like sexually way. I don't understand how you can do that, especially when you have a child, like movie stars or whatever. Like, I don't get it. Like, you have a child, and at some point your child is going to be old enough to understand like what you are doing, and you are literally just sitting here um, portraying yourself as like a sex object, and you don't think that's like not appropriate. Like, it just makes no sense. And I'm so upset because I guess it's just been like pictured as normal to twerk and do all these sexualized like actions on video and stuff, but like, for what? For what? Like, you show everybody that you can shake your ass. You show everybody, and there's nothing wrong about showing your body, but like, there is like a slight, like, there's a line, and like, I feel like so many females are like crossing the line, and they're just, out there doing it for attention. They want like people, like they want the likes, they want like the followers, they want all that, and like they're kind of selling their body, they're kind of selling themselves, being like overly sexualized by twerking and doing all these poses on Instagram, and like, or not even Instagram, but like anywhere, and it's just like, for what? Like, have some damn self-respect. Have some respect and sit up here, because you're showing everything. You are showing everything. Like, there is nothing that's not being shown on social media that then the person, if they would meet you in like private, they would not see something different, because they expect exactly that what they see on social media. Like, you're at the club having like your friends filming on you while you are being drunk or like high or like both, twerking and shaking on some dude or shaking on your homegirl or like doing all these things. Like, okay, like you can shake your ass, you can twerk, you can do this. Like, I get it. But like, why does everybody has to know that? Why does everybody has to like see that you can do these things? Like, for what? Are these people all gonna be like behind closed doors with you, like in bed or some shit? Like, why is it so important? I don't get it. Like, it makes me so mad to actually look at these things and that they really think it's normal. Like, maybe I grew up conservative. Maybe I really grew up conservative, but I'm just really thinking like that's just not normal. Like, that everything's overly sexualized. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I'm just literally sitting here, I just don't get it. I'm repeating myself because legit, I don't get it. It's mind-blowing to me that kids that are like 12, 14 years old, like talking about stuff that was not even on my mind when I was 12 or 14 years old. Like, it's just crazy to me how my little sister is 11. And if I'm thinking that if she goes on freaking social media or like on YouTube or whatever, um, my sister doesn't have like a smartphone. She has like one of the old, like, not old ones, but she has like a phone that, as in, she can't like go on WhatsApp. She doesn't have apps on her phone. She has like a regular phone, because my parents just are like in the opinion that she doesn't need that, and I'm totally agreeing with that, because like in that age you don't need to have a smartphone where you like can go on any type of platforms and you see literally females twerking their ass off, being overly sexualized, doing all these weird ass videos and poses and half naked, and like that's just what's normal. And if you are like this young, and I see literally kids 14 years old, they're dressing themselves like they're like 18 years old, freaking crop tops, and they have like no body. Like, the thing what's bothering me is that most of them have either they look like they're 18 when they're 14. Is that a requirement now? Like, do you have to have an ass as a woman? Because nowadays it's just being looked at, oh, we want a bitch with a fat ass and she needs to be light skinned and this. Like, what? I just don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. It's just like bothering me. And you know what else is bothering me? It's bothering me that all these white females, and I'm really sorry if I offend anybody, but also I'm not sorry because yes, I know I'm light skinned, I'm not all the way black, but I hate white females that try to be black. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I also hate white females getting braids. I hate it. Like, you don't need braids. What do you need braids for? Yes, it's a style, but also what you guys need to understand, it's a protective hairstyle. People of color, it's a protective hairstyle, because let's just be honest, to take care of your curls, like, that's just like the hardest thing to do. It's not easy to keep the curls like this. Like, it's not easy. You just can't, like, you have to constantly put conditioner or leave-in conditioner or any type of products in your hair for it to look like this. Like, I cannot like sleep and then wake up and my hair still looks like that. Like, I could not do this. So braids is like, especially in summer, for example, like a protective hairstyle. It's just like, for us, it's different why we're doing it. And I'm not saying we, because like I have nice curls. Like, I wouldn't even need braids. I would do it for style, and like if I want my hair to grow, then I would like get braids. But like really deep people with like really deep color, they have like that fro, like that really small curly hair that's like an afro pretty much. That's just how they style their hair, because like what else would they do? So I don't understand, like, white women, why do you have to get braids? For what? Like, you don't get to have braids. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, I hate it. I hate it. Not only because it doesn't look good on them, most of the times it doesn't look good on them, but pretty much it's just like, I, as a black or light skinned female, would have braids. I would be like looked at like, you can't have that eventually. When, if, and I'm not even talking about like box braids, but let me say like 2-row braids or cornrows or anything like that. But then when like a white female would do the same thing, it's being looked at as it's like stylish. Like, it's like, it's style, it's fashion. But when I would do it, it's like a whole completely different thing. And that comes within like so many other things. Like, for example, and I wanna be like us or people of color, but at the same time, they don't, because they want to have our bodies, but then again, they don't really want to have our complexion to like the extreme extent. And so many rappers and so many like males from, I don't know, America, or like in general just males, have like that opinion that they want a biracial woman as their woman or girlfriend or partner, and not like a dark skinned woman or like a deep colored woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it kind of has to be like a female. You look at her, you don't really know where she's like, what she's mixed with. Like, it's like a biracial, like you can't really tell. Like, she's light skinned, like I'm, for example. Like, if you look at me, you probably can't really tell what I'm mixed with, because it's like, I have white in the family and I have black in the family pretty much. So I'm mixed with like 3 ethnicities in like one. So when you look at me, you maybe be like, okay, she's mixed, she's like African white, but you can't really say, like, you can't really tell like where exactly I'm coming from. I have a lot of people know me and they see me and they guess stuff like I'm from freaking America, although I feel like I'm not even looking American. Like, that my ethnicity is like some exotic or whatever. And I know for a fact that there are so many um, black guys or light skin or whatever that literally sit up here and say, I don't want to have a dark skinned female as my girlfriend. I mean, Kodak Black made literally an interview talking about his bitch needs to be like light skin or like biracial at this point, because he doesn't want to have like a girlfriend that's like his complexion, and he's like dark, like he's more than just brown skin, like he dark skin. So I'm just asking myself, like, why do these dark skinned guys set like an example like this, so that like any female that's like white or like, yeah, white, like has like a light skin, pretty much feels like the entitlement to go to the tanning studio, get like a little tan going on, and then they kind of are like dark skinned but not really dark skinned, because they're tanned, but you don't really know where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds crazy the way how I'm saying it, but like, if you think about it, if you think about like all the celebrities that are literally tanning themselves, like, I don't know how many shades darker than what they actually are, just to like fit a certain like image. It's just like, for what? Like, y'all just taking so much away from us. Like, we naturally have like that thick skin color, but we are still like being belittled for having this skin color. And it's like, the dark skinned females, they're like actually the ones who's like suffering under this, because they're being looked at like, oh, you too dark for me, or I don't want to have a female that's like, I don't know, darker than Rihanna's complexion, for example, or darker than Beyonce's complexion, for example. Like, why is this nowadays like that? Like, I just don't understand. Why can't we just accept everybody for who they are? If I think about it, so My little sister, she is actually my half sister, but like to me, she is my sister. I don't really differ from that. So my little sister is white. She's completely white, but like a toddler, I would say. Like she could already talk and understand things. I would ask her as a joke stuff like, you know, you and me, we are sisters, right? And she would say like, yes. And then it would be like in the conversation, I would keep going and would tell her like, so why am I darker than you, but we are sisters? I would try to want to see how she's explaining that I'm her sister, but I'm a different complexion than her. And she was just like, oh, that's just like that. You just like, your skin is just different. Your skin is just different from mine, but you are my sister. Like she would not think that we have a different dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would not think that. Like she would just sit up here and say like, that's just how it is. Like you are my sister. And I'm thinking like, if you think about it like this, that a child is like with their innocent thinking saying stuff like this, why do grown ass people, like where in the time when you grew up and you know, I don't know, found yourself and build your opinions throughout like your time when you went to school and all the people you met in your life, where did you develop the thought that you should differ from skin tone? Like where did this start? Because it's just like, if an innocent child like my sister, like as a child, it doesn't matter if you're black or white or Asian or like any ethnicity. Like it doesn't matter. Like for a child, everybody's the same, and it's just like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just like sitting here thinking like, really, for what? Like it just makes me upset that I'm going on Instagram and I'm seeing all these people trying to be something that they are not, trying to portray themselves as something. Like you really don't have to do that. Like there's no point for you to, what do you have to prove to anybody? Like you don't have to prove anything. Like you are literally worrying about the wrong things. You are worrying about that you are shaking your ass on Instagram. Like what about your private life? Like what's going on in your private life? Like are you literally just like one of these people that are like doing all these things for Instagram, but then besides that you just have like a boring ass life, and that's why you try to get your like satisfaction or like attention from all these people on Instagram? Do those people matter? Like do you see those people on a daily basis? Like is that your social life? Or don't you think it would be more important to concentrate yourself on the people that are in your life or that are not in your life, as like the people you surround yourself with on a daily basis or on a weekly basis? Like let me say you go to work, and like when you go home, what do you do in your free time? Don't tell me you just shake your ass on video camera and you put it on Instagram and that's what you do in your free time. Like that makes no type of sense. Like the people that you befriend yourself with or that you call your friends really don't care if you do these things or not. Like I don't think you will get validation from them, whether you shake your ass on camera or not, whether you pose yourself in a certain position or not. Like I don't think it matters to them, and if it does matter to them, then I'm sorry, but then you have the wrong friends. Like I get it, it's being portrayed as normal to do all these things, as I don't know, over sexualizing yourself on Instagram and posting like sexy pictures, but like for what? Because I feel like no guy is gonna take you serious. Nobody's gonna take you serious if you do that. Like I would not even have like the guts to do that. Like I would never have like the guts to post something like that. I would be way too embarrassed to post something like that on my Instagram. Like I could never do that. And that's has nothing, in my opinion, that has nothing to do with self-love or like confidence or being like full of yourself, because I feel like you just need like confirmation from people that you are like cute, that you are like a fine ass, that you are like this, that you are like that. And I feel like that's like the wrong way to get like the confirmation from people. Like I feel like that's just like not the right way to do so, because like I said, these people don't matter. You don't interact with them on like a daily basis. You interact with them maybe on Instagram, but like those are not like close friends. They don't really know you. They just only see what they see, and that's you, because you are like portraying yourself like that, but like in real life I feel like there's like so much more that you have to offer than what you are offering on social media. So have some self-respect, like really have some self-respect, because I just can't. I just can't deal. Honestly, like, I really can't. Like, it threw me completely off when I seen it. I got like slick annoyed. I was just like, but anyways, if you have anything to say to that, please comment under this video. I would be very appreciative if you would let me know your opinion. Um, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would not be like, yeah, that wouldn't agree with me on that, but like that's just my opinion. And I've been thinking about this like for a long time, because it's like I just would never have the guts for that. I would never have the guts to do that, especially if you have a man. If you have a man and your man is okay with you posting pictures like that, like, bye. Bye. I could not. Mm-mm. I'm sorry. But yeah, like and subscribe if you want to, and follow me on Instagram. I will link everything down in the box. And yeah, see you in the next one.